Hello friends, it's me again Hesti and welcome to my 2026 reading journal setup. It took me longer than I expected to finish this video, but finally here we are. For this year, I choose the Traveler Notebook from the brand The Jotting Dots. It is actually a customized one where I make this icon. So if you want to have a personalized notebook, you can check The Jotting Dots and you can use my code TBN10 to get 10% off. I want to have a cohesive design on all of my journal this year. So for this reading journal, I still use some kind of pink but with a lot more of brown, and it is look match with my bullet journal setup, which you can watch also in here. And by the way, if you want to get any of this pattern paper, that you can check on my Patreon. This video will be a long one, so you can journal along with me or just get cozy and comfy with your favorite beverage, and let's get started. The first page that I'm setting up in here is my cover page. Once again, I'm going with a simple cover page because I don't want to spend too much time on this page, which I rarely open honestly. I start by adding some washi tape on the top and bottom part of the page, and you might notice the similar structure on all of the pages because I'm using Traveler Notebook, which means it has more room vertically compared to the horizontally. So I'm trying to put more decoration on the top and bottom part of the page compared on the right and left side of the page. To only use these two washi tape for this page, the Parkman one and then layer with the stripe one. However, since I'm using a leftover stripe for the Parkman one, I only have a limited supplies, and I made a mistake when I cut the one for the left side of the page, so it is a little bit shorter than the right one. So when I layer the stripe washi tape, it has a little bit a gap in between. This mistake, I will add another washi tape to cover the little gap in between these two one. And honestly, after adding a new layer of the washi tape in this one, I feel it even prettier, so I'm quite happy with this kind of mistake. The washi tape that I'm adding in here has more similar color with the Parkman one, but it has some kind of script writing on top of it. So to make it look smoother, I choose to put it more on the Parkman side instead of completely put it half on half between the two washi tape. Now let us start the fun part, decorating the pages. First, I've already prepared the title for this page. I'm using my favorite font. I will leave the link for this font down below if you like to get one. And I just print it on the sticker paper, cut it with scissor, and just simply put it on the page. And it is the quickest way to have a beautiful title page in your journal. And obviously, I need to add 2026 to indicate that this journal will be using for 2026. So I'm using this type of font where it look like, when you cut some letter from some magazine. And by the way, for this font, I will have the printable version. If you would like to get them, it will be available on my Patreon. Now into the bottom part, I will make very simple collages using this girl sticker, and I will layer it with bunch of supplies like scrap paper, old notebook paper, washi tape, stickers, and then I really just go with the flow to see how things look good. If you follow me for a while, you might already know that I'm not that into drawing or writing directly on my journal. So I always prefer to use some sticker to decorate my journal, and I think this is also the way that if you are someone like me, you still can have pretty journal, just simply use more supplies to decorate them. Making collages like this is one of my comfort style, I can say, because I don't really like when the page is look too empty, so I like to add decoration on my page, and the quick and easiest way in my opinion is to add this kind of collages in your page. That's also the reason why I always looking for stickers with people, with a person, because it really easy to use it to make this kind of collages. The next page is for my rating system. I already prepared this card where I add all of my rating and my thought for each rating. So for example, my 5-star, it's gonna be something that I will call a book of perfection. A 4-star will be it's not a disappointment at all, and a 3-star will be something kinda okay but not bad, and 2 and 1-star is something that I rarely give, but when I give a book 2-star, that mean in my head it's like I barely cannot find things that I love about that book, and 1-star it's gonna be like what the heck that I'm reading. So it is something like almost DNF, you can say. Instead of just add the rating on the page, I'm doing a little bit extra. So I'm making some kind of pocket using the title rating system and which couple of item where I will slide the pocket underneath it. So it is something actually not that functional, but I just like how it looked, because to be honest I don't need to take out the rating card because I already remember what I thought for each rating. But yeah, it's just a fun thing to do and to add on my cover page. Okay, cover page is done. Let's move to the next page. This page is for my reading goal for 2026. At first, I only want to use one page for my reading goal, but after I plan all of the pages for this reading journal, I think, okay, let's do double pages. So first, I add the scrap paper that I show you in the beginning, both on the left and right side of the pages, but instead of just make it full from the top and bottom, I rip it out a bit to give some kind of accent. On this page, I will create a bunch of frame where I will add my reading goal inside of it. So first I create the frame using my Sarasa gel pen, and then I leave some gap which I will fill in with my Ohuhu marker in golden brown color. This is their watercolor brush pen in number 185, which you can get it if you get the skin tone set. As usual, I will leave all of the product links down below if you would like to check something. Once again, to make everything easier, faster, and still pretty, I already prepared everything that I want to add on each box digitally, and then I just print them out in sticker paper. On the first box, it's for the title page. I write reading goal and layer it with a couple of bookish items. And then for my first goal for 2026, it's gonna be finishing 26 series that I'm already in the middle of. I've been track all of the series that I'm in the middle on by the end of 2025, and unfortunately I have 71 series that I'm currently in the middle of, and it's not an ongoing series nor that only the last book in the series that already coming out. All of them are complete series, so I really need to reduce them. My next goal is to read 26,000 pages. Last year I said 25,000 and I already reached that amount. So this year I just add extra 1,000 to match the year 2026. The next goal is something that I always have in my reading goal every single year, which is related to my TBR. I always want to reduce my TBR because since 2021 my TBR is always around 200 until 250, and I really want to reduce it to be under 200. So this year, instead of set the amount of book that I need to read from my physical TBR, I just make rules where every 2 non-TBR book that I read, I need to read 3 books from my physical TBR. The next goal is my number goal. So last year I read 121 books, where I was set 60 as my yearly reading goal. So this year I want to hit 100 again, so that's why I add 100 as my reading goal for this year. And my last reading goal for this year is I want to dedicate certain time just for reading, because for the past year, especially last year, most of the book that I read are in audiobook. That means I usually doing something else while listening that book, and I really miss the experience and the time where I really suck into a book and only think about the book that I read. So that's why this year I want to dedicate at least 1.5 hours every single day just for reading. So I can listen to audiobook, but instead of multitask with something else, I can read along with physical book or with ebook, or I can read my physical books and annotate them. I bought a lot of new journaling supplies, especially stickers for this reading journal setup, mostly girl stickers in pink, black, and brown color, which is what I use in this page in here and there just to fill in some space that I feel too empty. my reading goal page is done, we move to the next page, which is the classic page that you will find in almost everyone reading journal, the bookshelf spread. I'm not gonna lie, this page is really pretty to look at, but the process making it is really give your hand a cramp. And this year I'm doing something that I never did before. So usually I always go with the simple bookshelf. Either I just make line to indicate the hanging shelf or just make a full box to add the book spine. This year I add an arch window on this page because I want to mimic the look of a wall where you hang your bookshelf in there with some of decoration. Obviously, I already lay out this page with pencil, especially to decide where I want the bookshelf will be, because I don't want each shelf will have the same length. So I just want to make it, some of them are shorter, some of them are longer, to give it more dynamic look, because that's how I arrange my bookshelf in my home. So I want to replicate that in this reading journal. I also sketched the book spine on each shelf because it will help me to decide how and where I will put the decoration, just like how I put the trinkets and decoration on my own bookshelf at home. I've prepared a bunch of stickers that I think will look good to add on this page, just like how we add some decoration on our shelf or on the wall nearby the shelf. So instead of draw the book first, I add the decoration first, so I can adjust the amount of books that will suit the decoration, because I just prepare a bunch of objects that might be take bigger space than I expected or smaller space than I expected. That's why it will be easier for me to adjust the amount of book instead of adjust the sticker itself. now the page is complete. Next step is to color each of the bookshelf. I'm using my Ohuhu brush pen. This is also from the skin tone set. I think this one is number 172. Once again, list of all of the supplies that I'm using in the setup you can find on description below, or if something that I missed, you can always ask me in the comment below. To make the shelf look like a real one, I also add a little bracket under the shelf and I color them with a black brush pen. I actually want to add some kind of scene behind the arch window, but to be honest, I'm too scared to ruin it, so as of now, I just leave it as it is. To give more realistic look, I add some kind of wood pattern on each shelf. I'm using a Vodonosuke brush pen to add the line. I do the swirl and then the curved one. Just repeat the shape over and over again until the edge of the spine of the bookshelf. It took a lot of time to create the wood accent on the shelf, but I really love how it looked, and I think this bookshelf page is the one that took me the most to set up because 90% of it I need to hand draw it. Meanwhile, the rest of the page, most of the time I just use some decoration like stickers. Okay, this page is done. We will move to the next page. So the next couple of pages are to track my progress toward all of my reading goals. The first one that I'm working right now is to track number of books I read in 2026. I've sketched boxes with pencil as my guideline, so I know where I can add the decoration on this page. For this page, I'm focusing the decoration on the top left and bottom right corner. I rip off an off-white washi tape with script design and I use it as the base. This sticker book is also the new edition in my collection, and I purposely bought it for this reading journal setup. It has PET version and washi tape version, but I chose the PET one on this page because it will be more visible when I layer it on top of a busy washi tape like the one that I have here. For the past 4 years, I always title this page as Goodreads Reading Challenge because on Goodreads, we can add the number of books that we want to read for a particular year. But since 2024, I'm using Storygraph to track my reading, and this year I also try Pagebound, which both of them has the same feature on their website. So instead of using one platform to title this page, I just use yearly goal as the title for this one. I already add the pan off camera because it is like tedious job and it's not fun to watch. Now it's just the time to add the number inside the boxes. Up until here, I still didn't realize that I miscount the number. The first box in the right page should start from 40 since the left page only have 39 boxes. But somehow I wrote 41 and only realized when there is one box left. I know that this page has total 75 boxes. Then I realized that I missed box number 40. I don't want to rewrite the whole number on the right page, so I decided to add the number 40 in the bottom part of this page. Also, having 75 boxes is something that I'm aware of. I know my goal is 100 books, so later on I'm planning to add additional flip in the middle if I pass 75 number as my reading year in 2026. The next page is my TBR tracker. 2022 is the last time I have this spread in my reading journal and I want to bring it back again this year. I'm making 12 boxes, one for each month, where I will add the number of books that I have in my TBR in the beginning of the month, number of the books I read from my TBR in that month, and number of books that I added on my physical TBR in that month. My goal is to have less than 200 books by the end of this year, and with this page I also can track if my plan to read at least 2 books from my physical TBR for every 3 books from non-TBR is achieved or not. I want to maintain this 2:3 proportion on monthly basis, although it's not a set a stone goal. I divided each box into several parts. The top one is for the month, then under that is number of my TBR in the beginning of the month. On the bottom, I divided vertically into 2 sections. Left side will be for the books that I read, and on the right one is for the books that I got. To make the setup faster, I have prepared the title for each of the month. I'm using the same font like the yearly goal page. Before adding the title in this page, I layer brown and white script washi tape. These two are left over from the previous page because nothing go waste, right? It also makes the title looking better with this washi tape as the background. To give some variation, I'm using 2 different styles for this title. One is the scrapbook style like the title page, and the other one is the cursive handwriting style. The scrapbook font will be available for my Patreon member as a printable, so you can check my Patreon page if you are interested to get it. There is a little bit empty space on the bottom, so I add the washi tape and later I rip off the top part of it to give a distressed look. I purposely leave out some spaces here for decoration, so this page won't be just straight line of the boxes, because I want the boxes look placed all over the places instead of the straight line. I'm doing this just to give a little bit variation on every single page. This page is done. Now we are moving to the page where I will record all of my 5-star reads of the year. This is one of the regular spreads in my reading journal setup because I really like to see all of my favorite read in one place. Every time I finish a book and I give it 5 star, I will add the book cover on this page. But before that, I rip off this vintage looking washi tape and add it on the sides of the page. It's quite randomly, so later the book cover will be added on top of it. By doing this, it gives the same vibe with the rest of the pages in the setup instead of just adding the book cover directly with simple title. I'm making this little frame which I will use to mark where I will add the book cover later on, then I will paste it all around the pages. I'm trying to make it like hanging a frame on the wall to make that kind of natural look. I have 20 spots on this page which I hope I can fill them on, and actually it will be better if I have more than 20 of 5-star read this year. Obviously, I won't leave this page undecorated. This PET tape sticker is my current favorite because I really love the red and brown color combination, and I'm trying my best to always include them in any of my setup. Also, it's been so long since I'm using wintry sticker, and I'm really happy to get chance again with this setup. My Hall of Fame is done. Let's move to the next page, and we are finally on the last page in this setup. This page is for my reading stat. Once again, I'm back with adding washi tape on top of the pages. I think this is the safe layout for this traveler notebook size, and I honestly don't remember where this washi came. But for the grid brown one that I will add under this washi tape, I know for sure that you can get the grid set that will be available on Amazon. I always make my reading stat in a table since I start having a reading journal back in 2020, but this year I want to try something different. Instead of a table, I will add all of the stat in one box for each month. I got this idea after I saw someone spread on Pinterest. Layout, we will focus more on how we did on each month for all of the variable that we want to track rather than seeing the progress of each variable on month-to-month basis. So first, on the top part, I have a section where I will put the total rate of the month, and then I also want to track the format of all of this book, so I create this little sticker to identify the physical book, the ebook, and then the audiobook. And the other thing that I want to track every single month is where I got that book. Either it is from library or it is something from the book that I already own, and as well as the number of pages that I read every single month. I don't prepare any sticker for this month title, so I just write it by hand with a simple font using my brush pen. To make this page less empty, I added a couple of stickers on top as well as the title page that I've prepared before. Now every page is finished. Let me give you a quick flip through. I honestly really happy with all of the pages. And by the way, this series tracker I need to do it off the camera because writing all of those 71 series is really takes too much time, so I don't want to do it on the camera. But here you can see a quick flip through how my series tracker look like. If you like this video, don't forget to give a like and please subscribe to my channel if you haven't, especially if you love reading and also reading journal. Thank you so much for watching. Happy reading and see you soon, friends.